Okay, guys, so I'm going to answer a few questions from our wife M. So, a few of the listeners sent some questions via Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. So, starting off with Lim Okuhle, and they say, how do I make sunny side up eggs without messing them up? Okay, so my trick is keep it low and slow. Sometimes, people just turn up the heat, and you shouldn't do it. You should keep it as low as possible, and then there you're able to control how your eggs are going to come out. And I would say have enough olive oil or butter in your pan. That generally helps. Lim Ogutle says again, what should I use to make my pan non-stick? The baking spray I'm currently using isn't doing the things. What baking spray are you using? What I would say there is just, yet again, make sure that you're using a really good olive oil or butter. And just, I try and keep my heat as low as possible, particularly when I'm doing something that I'm not familiar with. And once I know what's up, then, then it's popping. Okay, then Musa HRMD says, easy ways to cook a hard body. Funnily enough, actually, I made hard body today. I'm going to be posting the recipe up on my Instagram page and on my page, Celebrate with Lona Maseko. Basically, what I would say there is with hard body, it takes time. But if you have a pressure cooker, even better. So I generally do onions, thyme, oregano, a bit of Worcester sauce because I love it, barbecue spice, put the chicken in, put a Knorr stock cube in, a chicken one, and allow that to do its thing. Let the magic come together as the flavors build. But what I would say is that how I then reduce it, because if you're using a pressure cooker, you might have a lot of water after, is that I just leave it on the stove to reduce quite a bit, so I get like a nice umsopolo or thick. I hate watery soup. So yeah. And then Sasha Birman says, a few tips on how to make the perfect quesadilla and nachos. Lots of cheese, honey. Put lots of cheese. I see a lot of people also like to use kidney beans, but I'm not a fan of beans so much. So I would say definitely lots of cheese, and keep it crunchy as well. So once you've had, let's say you put chicken or mince and cheese and a bit of a salsa going there, you can then actually flip it into a pan and brown the edges so that when you bite into it, it's nice and crunchy, particularly for a quesadilla. Nachos, have fun. Fill it up with whatever you want. It's like an Italian version or Mexican version of a pizza, basically. So that's what I would say to you. And then K_Kutlelelo says, how do I know when my pasta is just right and how to stop it from further soft cooking once I have taken it out of the water? Mine always tends to overcook no matter what I do. So when it comes to pasta, I started off with obviously boiling water, a bit of olive oil. I put it in. You've got to taste. I think one mistake people do is that they don't taste their food. They put things in and then assume that just because someone said, put this ratio, that ratio, it's going to taste perfectly fine. Once you've done the pasta and your water is boiling, the key also is that your water must be boiling hot. So when your water is boiling hot, add the pasta in, allow that to boil probably about 7 to 10 minutes, but then taste it. When you're like maybe 5 minutes in, taste and see, do you like that al dente? Do you want it a little bit more? So I always say taste. Okay, and then Facebook, Malitho Honolo says, how do I make my own dry pasta? You need some flour, you need some water, you need that's it actually. I think some flour, some water, and then you need to knead a lot. I think and then some salt. But pasta is very, very simple. It's a labor of love, but it's a type of flour you use. I must just say that it's not just any flour. You need pasta flour that allows your pasta to basically become better. Precious Malloy says, best way to bake cookies without flour. I would say use like an oats or something like that. That would help. Use a bit of sugar to combine it. And then maybe like if you soft peak some egg whites, that would create like a flourless cookie. So yeah, so oats does the thing. And then Amanda Lelo Zita, easiest way to make homemade chicken nuggets. Yes, honey. So chicken nuggets, you obviously need chicken pieces. I would then use a batter of sorts. So whether you're using flour with put some paprika or cayenne pepper, salt in there. I do a little teaspoon of maybe baking soda just to give it that nice crisp. I would then do an egg wash. So I go dry, wet, dry, pop it in there, let it fry, do its thing, and then you should have perfect chicken nuggets. Actually, on that note, Amanda, thank you for that. I'm actually considering making chicken nuggets, so that should be tons of fun. And then moving on to Instagram, Jacob Twan says, what is the best cultural cuisine you have had from any culture? I love South African food because I'm South African, and I'm an advocate for people enjoying our food. I would say the next thing is I love Asian flavors, so teriyaki, ponzu, mirin, miso rather. So those are kind of like the flavors I absolutely love. Ginger, garlic, chili, that umami flavor. That's what I like to play with. That's what I absolutely enjoy. And then at Tendo_Limbo says, easiest way to make pizza. I tried making my own. It's just not the same. Same format. Flour, bit of yeast, salt, pepper, water. Knead like your life depends on it. Let that dough rest. Once you've kneaded it, come back, knead it again, and then you can then roll it out and make your own pizza. But another easy way that you can is literally just water, a bit of salt, and flour. So then it's almost like a naan bread. So it wouldn't be pizzery, but it'd be naan bready, and then that's another way to make pizza. So I hope you guys found all those tips really helpful. I can't wait to see you guys get doing your thing in the kitchen. It's going to be tons of fun. I'm definitely going to take some ideas because I can see what you guys are wanting to make and improve on. And thank you so much for the questions. Don't forget to go to Celebrate with Lorna Maseko. That's my cooking page for all the recipes that I make, as well as buy my cookbook, because that's where all the plug and the magic is. Mwah, love you guys.